That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yeah, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Hi there guys, welcome to another SK Krafts live. Thanks everybody for coming over. I know it's Father's Day and obviously a lot of people want to spend time with their families, and I really appreciate you coming over. My earworm's being a muppet. She won't come on camera, but she'll pull faces behind the camera. So anyway, again, thank you very much for coming over. So we'll go through who's in the chat. John was first. Unfortunately, he can't be with us. He's taking his wife on an anniversary meal. So
lucky woman.
We'll catch you next time, John. Then we had Tommy, Wayne, then Robbo, then Keith. So welcome to those. Welcome Dale. Who else we got? Nikki. She's in, unfortunately. No, I'm joking. DL Woodward. Welcome to the channel, first time, thank you very much. Sorry, don't know your name. If you can put your name in the chat, so if you come back then we all know your name, that would be absolutely great. We all like to know each other's names, that would be nice, thank you. Damo's in, welcome Damo from Australia, thank you very much for coming over. Wayne and Valerie, welcome, nice to see you both. Well, not see you both, but have you in the chat. Blue Light Turner, Scott. Who else we got? Colin. Hi, Colin. I think that's around about.
Steve Robbins.
We got Mike, Midnight Joker, Dark Matter. Hi, Dark. How are you? Steve Robbins. Hello. How are you? Don't know if you've been here before. Have you, Steve? I can't remember your name. Or your name doesn't look familiar, shall I say?
Okay, Dark.
We've got Jappy. He's in the chat as well. Hi, Jappy, all the way from South Africa. Nice to see you. Steve Twydale. Hi, Steve. Hope you're well. Thanks for coming over again. I think you all come over for Nick, not me, really. You just want to hear the banter and getting on to me. Hi, Steve Ellis. How you doing? Not too bad. Good, good. So I have got just one quickly before we start. Jappy's daughter's birthday today. So happy birthday. I did this little thing for her. Is it Leah? Lita? I can't quite pronounce it, Jappy, but I hope I've got it right. So anyway, happy birthday to you today. Hope you have a great day. Hope Mum and Dad are spoiling you, as they should be. So have a great day and to make the most of it, because you're only 10 once. So anyway, what I'm going to be turning this week is Daniel Chapman. Hi Daniel, how are you? So anyway, what I'm going to be turning this week is I've got a piece here. I'm not 100%.
Dad. Dad's on.
Is he? Hiya, Dad. Hiya, Pops.
Happy Father's Day, Rick.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, Dad. So what I've got is I've got this piece of wood here, and what it was out of a 20 kilo bag that I bought, and I'm not 100% what it is. Don't know if it's mahogany or is it Aruco or whatever. I'm not 100% sure. So it was a bigger piece. I've cut it in half and then just flattened it off. So my plan is to shape the bottom so we get a natural edge bottom, and then I want to put some intrinsic colours on the top. So obviously there'll be the black embellishing wax, not black embellishing wax, the black embellishing lacquer or ebonising lacquer over the top, and then we'll put some chestnut intrinsic colours on that. And the idea is to do a centrifugal splatter. I've never done one before. I know I'm brave doing it on live, but you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So basically I'm going to shape the bottom first, get it nice and smooth and sanded and polished, and then we'll move on to get some colour on the top. So I want to get on because I want to be finished for 3 o'clock, because Dale's live at 3 o'clock. Maple Tree Studios is live at 3 o'clock. So too many Steves, always too many Steves. Oh, thank you very much, Steve. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you. Thank you. Right, so I'll move the camera and then I'll start turning the bottom of this to get a shape on it, and then we can. No,
Wayne Bigfoot, she shouldn't.
What's the matter?
He said, shouldn't Nikki be doing this?
Yeah, Nikki wants to do this. No, she won't do it, Wayne. I tried, but she won't do it. Put a foot in the bottom first. Oh, there we go. Phone's off.
Bonjour.
Going to put a little bit of detail at the bottom, just to make it not look so boring. and then maybe put a little tiny foot on it, sort of around about there somewhere. So I'm just going to gently curve that in a little bit now. Just move the camera so you can see a bit better. What? 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 What are you talking about? You're driving me mad, woman. What's the matter with you? Driving me crazy.
Your niece Libby's on.
Sorry?
Your niece is on, Libby.
Is she? Are you Libby?
I don't know what you're saying now.
Sorry?
What you say?
She's bored. Fancy. It's a bit hard.
confused with all these Steves.
Lots of Steves. There's always lots of Steves. Steve 1, Steve 2, Steve 3.
I said to Steve tried earlier, he said it could be TT. I said the only thing is you've autocorrect that, probably put it as tit. He said he's good with that.
So I just want to try and get more of a curve in there, really. Oops. Oh.
Done.
Quite a bit of tear out in there, unfortunately. I might see if I can put a fine skim over the other way.
What wood is that?
I don't know what it is. It's hard though. Let's sharpen the chisel. That's the bolt. Just sharpen this, and then hopefully that'll finish and put a nice cut on the final cut.
I'm going to type these up. Run that space.
Right, it's a bit of a tear out on there, so I'm going to try and go on the other pass. Let me just change. There's a little bit of tear out in there, so I'm going to just try and go this way and see if that cleans some of the tear out.
Another one.
And that's a bit better. Still got a little bit in it, but that's a lot better than it was. Just one more pass, I think. Oh, that's much better. Oh, it's nice. Smooth as a baby's bum. Still a little bit of tear out, but you expect that with the grain crosses over. So, definitely better than what it was. Definitely better than what it was. So what I'll do now is I'll sand that up and we'll get that finished. And yeah, I'll get that sanded. And up to, I'm going to sand it up to, hang on, she's showing it. Hi, Nick, how you doing?
And you got another
Hope
one.
you're well.
Woodworking 22. 200.
Woodworking 22. I can't remember your name. Just go, just mind yourself. I do that every time. Sorry, guys. Woodworking 2207. I can't remember your name. Sorry, mate.
Andrew's come over from Ivy Woodshed.
Andrew. Oh, hi, Andrew. Andrew. Have we seen Andrew before on the channel? We have seen Andrew on the channel before, have we?
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, welcome Andrew. Welcome to everybody who's come over. So much appreciated coming over on Father's Day. I know you'd much rather spend your time with your loved ones, but unfortunately you caught me. You sucked on the wrong straw. So anyway, I've sanded it.
Dale's not doing his load, Jamie Page is doing.
Oh, okay, it's fine. Still at 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll be off by 3. So what I'm going to do is I've now done that. I'm going to sand it up to 400, and then I'm going to Yorkshire grit it, and then we're going to put some wax over, or sand and seal it, Yorkshire grit it, then wax it, and go from there. Hang on. So I'll move the camera over.
The one's on the bottom.
Not yet. Right, so I'm going to sand it from 120 to 400.
Rubber dub wood's come on.
Rubber dub wood. Oh, I know your name as well. I'm terrible with names. I am so sorry. I'm absolutely useless with
We've got a
names.
list. Ready?
Nicola. Wrong bit, you muppet. No?
Mike wants to know where Morph is.
Morph. Over there. So I'm now going to sand and seal that, and then we'll finish rubbing it down. This paint is really cute. Then we'll finish it off with Yorkshire grit, because that's creating loads of dust. And obviously the idea of Yorkshire grit was to keep the dust down. Glyn will be on in a minute as soon as we mention Yorkshire grit.
They think they're all imagining the music.
Imagine music. What music?
Imagining the music.
Is that why?
And Keith asked if you're painting it, you should not use Yorkshire grit.
I'm painting the top, not the bottom. I'm leaving the bottom natural. So I'm going to finish the bottom off so that if I get any overspray on it, it doesn't stick to the bottom. That's my plan of madness. So I'm leaving the bottom natural, Keith, because I do like this wood. Excuse me.
Richard the beard is on.
Hi Rich, how you doing?
Colin Roberts just got his present. He's got a bionic face shield.
A bionic face shield. So we'll just let that flash off, and then we'll cut it back with the Yorkshire grit. So yeah, I know I always forget, this is replying to Steve Twidell's thing, I always forget about Yorkshire grit takes it from like 240 to 600 I think it is, or 1000, because when I did my apprenticeship we used to do a lot of car panel and repair, and obviously the higher the grit the better the finish, so it's just a natural instinct to keep going and going and going. But I know exactly what you're saying, Steve. Yorkshire grit is designed to take it from 240 upwards, so, and this is really dusty, so there's going to be a benefit on that as well. So,
Do you like Turner's your donation for new addition to the sanding?
thank you very much, Scott. You didn't have to. It's very much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Someone else has just come in. Karan. Because
Oh, hi Cuz, how you doing? I'll try and get that thing posted over to you in the next couple of days, Scott as well. So I'm going to rub in this Yorkshire grit to finish the bottom edge off, and then don't know if we need to do microfine on it. We'll see what it looks like when it finishes.
Clark has just said if you're colouring the bowl, the wax in the Yorkshire grit will stop your colouring.
I'm doing the top of the bowl, not the bottom. I'm colouring the top of the bowl.
And Wayne's just put that.
Hey?
Wayne's just told me.
Alright. I want to leave the bottom natural because it's such a nice piece of wood. I don't want to colour the bottom. I know most people do the bottom and leave the top, but I'm going to be all awkward and do it the other way.
We've got a bit of paper on it before.
Look at
Throw
that.
it out, didn't you?
Some pad in there.
No, a bit of paper you'd written on it.
So Jamie Page is doing his first live today, guys, so you need to go over and check it out. I don't know whether he's on the lathe or whether he is scroll sawing, but we'll find out at 3 o'clock.
Temple Boys put, just thinking of your lungs from the old mate. That's a feature of Yorkshire grit that folks forget to promote. It
Good man.
reduces the dust content before, therefore making it safer.
Yeah, I agree, Steve. It does, mate. It is a lot better. It's what, I mean, this stuff just, the dust was horrendous standing at just to 120. I mean 240. Look at that. I'm going to move you over. The chatoyance in that is absolutely.
Oh, you and the bloody chatoyance.
It's a new word I've learned. You can see that glimmering in there. That's absolutely amazing. That's really cool. So I'm just going to give that a quick coat of microfiber, I think, just to try and make that a little bit better before we put our wax over the top of it. Just try and bring it out a little bit better. It's quite a hard bit of wood, to be honest. I don't think it's mahogany. I really don't. I think it's too hard to be mahogany.
Dark said that is very pretty.
Thank you, Dark. I know there's other woods similar colour to this. I know Aruco is one of them. Is it Aruco? Aroko? But I'm not 100% sure what the others are.
Steve Robbins has put, I've used Yorkshire grit with HS Intrinsic.
Hampshire
Would
sheens.
be different to chestnut product.
I'm not using stains. I'm using the Intrinsic Colors. I'm not sure whether they're oil based or water based, to be perfectly honest. But obviously if you're using a stain, that soaks into the wood, where the intrinsics and that don't really soak in. They sort of sit on top of your finished base coat. And I'm going to put the chestnut ebonized and lacquer over the top, and then we're going to put our intrinsic colours on that to give us hopefully a good finish, but we'll see. Time will tell. Like I say, never used the intrinsic colours before. Not the intrinsic, sorry, the iridescent colours.
Libby said that's cool.
Thanks, Libs.
Chris said I thought mahogany was darker.
Well, it's a bit deceiving, cuz, because obviously all these lights make it look lighter. But it is, when the lights are off, I'll show you. Let me just wax this up, and then.
Mike has said, what's that? Idigo, I think, Steve.
What? What's
Mike,
what?
Midnight Joker.
Yeah, what's he said? What's he want?
I was making light pulls out of it yesterday. Oh, he don't. He's saying what
Oh,
the
right,
wood
what
is.
the wood is. What was the wood? Sorry.
Oh, light poles. That's what I need. Stephen.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for that.
Wayne Woodturner said, Steve, do you mean iridescent paints?
Yes, iridescent paints. That's the word. That's the one, Wayne. I'm using iridescents. Never used them before.
Scott said, do you mean you're using the chestnut iridescent as the intrinsic RHS stain?
Yes, I'm not using intrinsic. I'm using the iridescents. Sorry, my mistake. Getting confused. Getting tie-tongued. So I've got a coat of Hampshire sheen finishing wax over the bottom. So we'll leave that to soak for a few seconds. Just wipe off the excess. And then we'll buff that off. And the good thing with that is if we get any overspray on the back, we'll be able to polish it off. So that's not going to be too bad. If I can get a good shine on it, I won't lacquer the bottom. I'll just lacquer the top. But we will see, and go from there. So buff that up, and hopefully we get a nice shine on it. Very good. Let's have a look at the chat. What we've got in the chat. A lot of people in today. It's really good to see all these people in today. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming over. What have I got to make?
Light poles.
Oh, light pulls. Oh, bloody light pulls. That's Scott's fault. Scott, I blame you for light pulls.
Well, actually, I want them for my blinds. Not light poles, I want them to go on my blinds. Handles.
Yeah, it was really dusty, Steve. Really fine, horrible, floaty dust. Normal dust just sort of drops down and you don't really get a lot of it, but this was really horrible. I suppose because it's so light, it was really horrible. That's why, like you said, I should sand from 240 rather than going from 400. Waste of time, isn't it, really? Because I suppose putting the Yorkshire grit on at 400, you're knocking the grit back before you're raising it up, so it's not common sense to do it, really.
Scott said they'll forgive you for getting medal, that must be your old age.
Sorry?
God, will you friggin' listen?
No, not really.
Scott said they'll forgive you, it must be your old age.
It is my old age, mate.
And now I've got witnesses for you to say that you're going to make me some light balls.
No, I didn't say. No. I didn't say I was going to make any. I just said it was Scott's fault. Ever since he mentioned it, you wanted some.
Yeah, well, no, what it's done for quite a while.
So we'll buff this up.
Oh, we've got someone else, Mr. Reuben.
Oh, hi, Reuben. How you doing? Thank you very much for coming over. They're all coming over to see you turn. That's what it is.
No, I'm not. That ain't happening. Oh, thank you, Scott.
What's he said?
He's going to make me some.
Oh, you creep.
You'll probably get him quick. If you send them, even if they went to America and back, they'll probably get it quicker than Steve would make them.
Right, let's have a look at this. Right, so that's all polished up now, as you can see, nice and shiny. So that's the bottom all done. So we'll get it flipped and get the top flattened off, ready for some colour. Ah, schoolboy error there. Made the mortars too small. What a stupid muppet. Mortars is too small. Stupid boy.
Chris said, I'm going to witness me throwing something at your cake.
What a moron. Can't believe I did that. Just wipe it up.
Dark said better too small than too big.
Yeah,
Nah, we like it big.
It's true, I suppose, Dark. I can't remember the last time I did that. A long time ago. Made the mortars too small.
That Steve. Oh, that's Steve. That's not you.
Right, let's try again. Nice bit of that. Right, so we'll flatten this off. And then we'll get it ready for some colour. So I've got his Wayne still in the chat. I've got a question for Wayne. Wayne, if I'm doing centrifuging colouring, do I need to keep this flat or can I chamfer it a little bit?
Wayne. Stephen?
Yeah?
Wayne's put, you can chamfer it a bit, but not too much.
Because it's going to miss, isn't it? Yeah, I know, yeah. I think I'm going to, for my first attempt, I'm going to leave it flat, I think. I'm not going to be too brave. So again, I'm going to sand this from 120 to 240. Oh, thank you very much, Rubber Dub Wood. Did we find out who Rubber Dub Wood is?
No.
Could you tell us your name, please, sir? I've forgotten. I'm sorry.
Wayne said, if you're painting, stand to 400.
What Wayne did? Yeah. The dust, look at the dust. I'm going to have to turn this extraction on.
Rubber Dub's name is. But you can't guess what his name is? Rubber Dub Wood?
What?
Guess.
Andrew.
What's the most popular name on the chat?
Oh, Steve. Right, I'm just going to mute this for a minute, guys, and turn the extraction on. Oh, thank you, Dale. Very much appreciated. You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much, sir. Right, that's sanded up to 400 now. I sand and seal it, and then
What's this Jaffa's or tea cake?
Dale is the Jaffa cake freak. I mean king, sorry, not freak. I like Jaffa cakes, but I couldn't eat them as much as Dale does.
You eat a whole bag?
A whole pack. Dale will have two, or three.
Tea cakes can't eat them whole, you have to bite the bottom.
So yeah, right. So I'll give this a coat of sand. A bit dusty. I do apologise. That's a bit dusty. You can't really see a very good picture through that camera now. So let me just clean the lens to see if that's any better.
Yeah,
That's
Ruben
a bit
said
better.
it's a bit dusty.
Hey?
Ruben said it's a bit
Yeah, it is a bit dusty. So I'm going to give this a coat of sand and sealer.
That's how I said freak work.
And then that will seal it, ready for our ebonizer lacquer.
Steve's off.
Steve, what do I do?
Oh, yeah.
See you, Steve. Thanks for popping in, mate. Hope you have a great day with your kids.
Chris says, I don't think anyone can eat as many Jaffas as Dale can.
No, I don't think anybody needs as many Jaffas as Dale either. Dale hasn't delivered by the boxes. I mean, the the big boxes.
You get them 100 in a box, can't you?
I think Dale's got shares in Jaffa. That's the trouble.
Still talking about Jaffa cakes?
Right, so let that soak in, and then I'll just
Regan's asked what type of camera are you using?
for this live, I'm using the Loetad, Loetad webcams for this camera and the one above, and then the camera that I'm now looking at you through, this one here, is a Sandstorm camera, which is a better quality camera, but it's autofocus, and it goes a little. I put it up there because these two cameras are the same make, so they're the similar sort of picture. I didn't want two different qualities of picture, but they are good cameras. Just obviously because they're so close to the lathe, they just draw all the dust in. Oh, here comes my smiling daughter with my coffee. Thank you, darling. Must be Father's Day or something, mustn't it? Yeah, but normally, Ruben, I normally use the camcorders I use are these ones here, which are a Canon Ligra HFR6806. They're the camcorders I normally use for when I do my videos, because I record on those, take them in the house, upload them and edit that way. So that works out a bit easier for me. But I haven't tried recording a video on these cameras yet. I don't know, I might do. I just don't want the bad quality video, but this picture looks pretty good, so we'll see what happens. So I just denuded this. It's actually quite smooth, so it's nice and smooth, actually, really smooth. So I denuded that now. I'm going to give it a coat of the chestnut Ebeneisen. Where's the camera there? Ebeneisen lacquer. So we'll give it a coat of this, or a couple of coats of this, just to get it black. And then we can start putting some flash colours on it. What's the time? How long have we been in? We've been in just over an hour. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. I was getting a bit worried that I weren't going to get it done in time, but I think we'll be alright. Obviously not going to get the lacquer over it, but we'll get to getting some colours on it.
See, Alice said you need a beer mat or something to cover your drink from the dust.
Yeah.
You do have that now, don't you?
No, normally. Bit of fibre in your diet, isn't it? That's what it is. Right, thank you very much, DL. Did we find DL's name out?
Yes. Derek. He's off because
Derek?
he's been told that someone's taken some ash trees down.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. Anyway, thanks for popping over. It's good to see you in the chat, and we're here every Sunday from 1 o'clock, so hopefully we might see you again. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and have a great day. Move this back over.
On my phone.
So I'm going to try and blow this that way so we don't get it all over our back of our piece, and I'll turn the extraction on, so there's going to be a bit of noise for a few seconds. Hopefully that's going to suck all the overspray down the extractor and not fill the workshop with fumes. Going to use a heat gun just to try and gently flash this off a bit quicker. Not too close because I don't want it to blister. I think I'll give it 2 coats, that should give it a good coverage in. There's the first coat. You can just still see a little bit of the wood still through that, and obviously where the grains popped a little bit. So Wayne, can I ask a question, please? Do I need to de-nib that before I put the second coat over it, or do I just put the second coat over it? Because obviously some of the grain has popped where the.
Got to go. Hurry up.
Who has Wayne?
Yep.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, do I de-nib that first before second coat, or just put the second coat over the top of it? Is my question. Wayne the wood turner's going, is he? Oh yeah.
Yeah, but just ask him again because he's just put a message on. I'll ask him again.
Wayne, I don't know if you heard me. Before I put my second coat of ebonizing lacquer on, do I de-nib this, or do I just go straight over the top of it? Because I've got a little bit where the grain's popped a little bit. I've got a little bit of grain popping.
He don't do in between. He don't do it between coats.
Right, okay, that's good enough for me. Right, okay. Thank you, Scott. Thank you very much. I'll go back and just put the second coat over it. So again, I'm just going to flash this off with the heat gun. Not
Like
get.
says, makes sense not to, or you remove your black coat.
Yeah, no. I just didn't know because some of the grain had popped. That was all.
Keith said only if it's really rough.
Who's this?
Keith.
Right, okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for the information. Thank you for the help. So I'm going to try and just flash this off without getting it to blister with the heat gun. I'm not too close. I'm trying to stand well back and just getting a warm breeze over it, so that we can send over the top.
Tommy said if it was fully cured then de-nib, if not don't.
Yeah, no. Right. Thank you. I don't know how long this is going to. It's quite warm in here, so it shouldn't take too long to dry.
It's because I'm in here.
You should be on the stage.
It's the coffee. That's what Keith said.
What's that?
Pictures of light bulbs. He's got some ideas now.
I know. I thought you lot were my friends.
I need 2 grey ones.
So you can turn your own now.
We'll do it next week.
Scott can do a live with you, and you can turn your own. Right, so we'll move that out of the way. So, as you can see, nice and dry.
Steve Ellis said if you go into lacquer, then it might not be worth worrying.
No, I just didn't want it all Humpty Bumpty. I've got to take this jacket off and sweat my guts out. No, I appreciate that, Steve. I just didn't want it to affect when I was putting in the iridescent colours over the top of it. But I know what you're saying. If it's being lacquered, you can flood it in with the lacquer, so that's not a problem.
Libby's off.
Bye, Libs. Thanks for coming over, babe. Have a good day. So, it's all coloured, it's all dried. So now, it's the moment of truth with the colours.
You reckon I should be on stage? Scott's put Steve, Nikki was a stand-up comedian in Cornwall, but she got booed off stage.
So I have the standard iridescent colours. No, not the iridescent. Yeah. Yeah, the iridescent colours. No, what are we looking at? No, the iridescent. I'm getting confused there. The iridescent colours. God almighty.
Robbo said a little tip on using spray cans is to put them in warm water.
I actually had it stood out in the sun before I brought it in here, so it was quite warm. And I know what you mean, yeah, because it boosts the pressure in the can a little bit. So don't laugh at this. This is my makeshift anti-splatter device. What I've made this for is so I don't get paint splashed everywhere, because I don't want...
You don't like mess.
I don't want the mess everywhere, and I can't be doing with paint splattered everywhere. So if you're going to laugh, laugh. So I'm just going to take this bit in just to stop it falling out more than anything. It was a 5-minute hack up, this was, just to get me something so I didn't splash everywhere all over my lathe or all over the room. But you can't see, so if I put that light on there, you should be able to see. So that'll be good. So, Intrinsic Colors. We have all the intrinsic colours from Chestnut. So it's going to be, I'll bring the tray out and you can see. So these are all these 9 here are all the intrinsic colours. So we have yellow, green, turquoise,
Red,
azure blue, vivid blue, purple, pink,
red,
cerise, and red.
red.
So my plan is to put some around there, turn the lathe on, and let it do its own thing, really. So that's my plan. So I need a tub, need a brush.
Scott said you're getting in a right muck and fuddle.
Yeah, you're right there, I am.
Keith said go on Steve, do an Oliver.
And all of
Colin Roberts said good idea. Robbo says I use a simmer setup around mine.
Oh, so it's not that crazy then. I actually got the idea from Stuart Farini because he does quite a lot of central fusion. And I just didn't want it I just don't want the paint everywhere.
Steve from Rubber I can really go off people, you know. As well as they make a mess, the wife and kids are happy to clean up for one day. I'm always cleaning up. Steve Ella said magnets inside the box over the bars will give stability.
Yeah, no, this is just a prototype. I might make a 2-piece wooden one.
Oh yeah, because
yeah, I might make a 2-piece wooden one. So you can slide it in and then click it in the top. And
after you've done the light pulls. Don't look at me like that.
So what colour are we going for
Red.
first? Let's get off of the light pull subject.
Red.
And what colour are we doing first?
Red.
Let's do red because the wife wants red. Keep her quiet.
Colin said red and purple.
Red and purple. I want some nice vibrant colours.
What was the other blue? Can't remember that.
There's... Yeah, I'll come over and...
No, I'm not coming over there.
I've also got the metallic colours as well, so we could put a couple of metallic colours on as well. So
Yeah. Vivid.
we're going to put red on first, just to keep the wife happy. Because apparently you need to keep them happy for some reason, I don't
Red
know.
and turquoise. Do you think that'll go or not?
So I'm going to put quite a heavy band around there. Not so heavy that it runs everywhere, but quite a heavy band around there.
Cuz says I've got to. Cuz is off.
See you, cuz. Thank you for coming in, mate. Hope you have a good day.
Cool, Mike. That's a really good idea. He said you could put 4 canvases around the box and create 4 drip paintings at the same time.
That is a good idea. Go with my Rolf Harris music.
Steve Ellis said light pull red. Cuz said dark blue.
Right, so I've put some around
Jackie
there.
said pink.
I don't know if that's going to be enough, but now's the time to find out.
And Scott said, oi Steve, I wonder where you nicked that idea. PMSL. MSL.
Right, so here we go, moment of truth. Lathe up.
Colin said Stuart's hilarious, watched him last night, had me in stitches, lol. What do you do?
Who were Mrs.?
That looks pink.
That does look pink, doesn't it?
What do you do?
I might have put a bit too much on there.
What do you do? Just put it around
You put it around the room and then start it and that just flings it. I might have turned up too quick.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, you have to put that one on then.
So the second choice is turquoise. Can you get me a bit of water in that cup over there, please? Just so, yeah, sorry, just so I can wash this brush out, please.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, either or. So we've got that one. Don't know whether that's a bit. I don't know. That'll be all right once we turn it out. I suppose. It'll be all right. No, that's what I'm thinking, Scott. Perhaps I had a little bit too much on there, and maybe turn the lathe up a little bit too much as well. So I'll turn the lathe down a little tiny bit.
We'll have a go at that when we do the light pulls.
It's a noisy now, I can hear. I think. So I'm just going to wash my brush out, and then we'll go for turquoise, which is chosen by the governor. So let's click this on here, so that'd be better, because you can see both me in them, which is not always a good thing, I don't suppose.
Steve from Rubberdove said, will you be doing the light pull live or off camera?
I still blame Scott for this. Nobody mentioned light pulls until Scott was on about them the other night.
Oh, we've got a new Maker 238 Deluxe.
Hello.
Do you have the cardboard? We have an awesome paint job on that lathe. Just saying it looks really cool.
Right, so this is the turquoise. I'm not going to put so much on this one. Just going to put a thin bead around. And I'm not going to turn the lathe up so quick.
You might have to if you're only doing the thin bead.
I'll get something. Right.
You did right, that'll paint your wall as well.
Yeah. So let's go for it.
That looks good. I like that.
So need another colour.
Perhaps a
Let the chat choose a colour. What colour, guys?
goldy colour or a silver? What no, silver.
I've also got the metallic colours as well. So if you want a metallic colour, we can stick a metallic cover on it, or colour on it, shall I say?
Seems I'm not allowed to choose.
Yeah, it seems Nicola's not allowed to choose, or Nick's not allowed to
I'm
choose.
happy you called me Nicola.
So we can do another intrinsic colour, or we can do a metallic.
White.
Who? Ian, I haven't got white. Oh, I have got
you
white.
have.
I've got white and metallic. Let's go for white. Let's try white.
Wait a minute. Mike said Lella. Tommy said green. Clark said hot pink.
Cerise.
Steve Ella said yellow or gold. I thought gold, Steve, as well.
So we go for white first, or pearl.
Scott said Cherise.
Cerise.
Keith said yellow. Colin said silver metallic. Yeah, I think silver. I don't know, silver or gold.
So we'll do a, oh,
Tommy, we
titties.
should say red then.
Just drop it in the other. So we'll do a bit of white. I'm going to do it. Not so much.
Chaz Clover, trying to find paints online but no luck. URL, anyone? Which paints, Chaz? Which paint is Chaz trying to find, Steve? Dad said green.
That's a green. What's he know? He's colourblind.
This one's green. Jappy said pink.
Right, I think one more colour. What was the most popular colour?
Oh, you've got a bit of everything, really. Probably yellow, actually.
Right, 30 seconds, the most popular colour wins. So, put your colours in now.
Can you help Chad about the paints?
Sorry, what? Sorry, who?
Chaz.
Chaz, where am I looking? Right, trying to find paints online, but no luck. What sort of paints are you looking for? Are you looking for acrylic paint? Are you looking for stains, water-based stains, oil-based stains? What, mate?
The ones you're using.
If that's the ones I'm using, Chestnut Products website. I will. Is Scott? No, Scott can't add a comment, can he? Hang on. I'll try and add a link to the chat. Just give me 30 seconds to find it, and then I will add it.
Some are saying pink, but that red looks a bit pink, doesn't it? So it needs to be a different. Stephen Rubber Duck.
So there's the link. I'll put the link for Chestnut Products in the chat. So you should be able to get any products from there. I don't know if you're UK based or America. If it's America, I don't know. That's for the UK, obviously. Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
No, Charles did put the paint you're using. Rubber dub, where it said light pull. Light pull.
Scott, we'll sort it out, mate. I don't know how to do it, but we'll sort it out in the week, and then that'll be great if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
What?
Give him a spanner so he can add links to the chat.
How about red mix?
Right, so what was the favourite colour?
Well, they're saying pink, but I think pink. You've got red, haven't you?
We had red. We got the only pinks I've got. That's a pink, which is a dark pink, and then cerise.
You got pink or yellow?
I think we've got a red, which looks very pinky.
I'll go yellow.
I think yellow. What do you reckon, guys? Yellow.
Yeah.
Jappy wants
or
pink.
gold.
Look, Jappy, you trying to tell us something, mate? That you want pink?
And then silver or gold.
What, another colour on top of that?
No, we'll see.
Right, let me just clean my tub out. Right, so yellow. Let's go for yellow. Colin's put yellow. The white's one like translucent. Well, it's not a white, it's just like a pearl. White pearl, isn't it? So.
Yep, put lids on.
So we'll put a bit of yellow on, and then we'll pick a metallic effect. Copper's quite nice.
You can put silver. That's going to probably be the same.
There's white, yeah. Right, brush. So this is a yellow, the iridescent yellow.
Could you not just squirt it straight at the bottom around the edge?
No, that'd be too much, I think. This is all new to me, mate. I've been watching Stuart and other people do this for ages and been wanting to have a go, but I've always bottled it.
And then you do it live.
And then I do it live. Well, what's the worst can happen? It dries off and you take it off if you don't like it. Right, so there's the yellow. Can you just get me another small tub from underneath the bench? So we'll go for the yellow. Ooh, missus, that really brightens it up. That really, I don't think we need another colour on there really, but I will put one on if people want it on. That looks a lot brighter than it does on. Does it look bright on the camera? Because that really don't look bright at all, but that is really bright. Did you get me that? Thank you, babe. So we've got on there red. We had I can't remember what blue it was. No, sorry, we had red, turquoise, yellow, white, or should we say, yeah, metallic white. Yeah, red, turquoise, yellow, metallic white. We've got 4 colours on there.
Just keep going.
Scots.
Yeah, I see what he's doing. Yeah, I think you're going to go overkill if you put too much more on there.
One more colour, you think?
No.
Did that work, Scott? So I don't think that want any more colours. I think we're about right there. I think we put any more colours on there, then that's going to be too much. Personally, what do you guys think? Did
Steve Ellis said less is more.
No, I agree with that, Steve.
Dad said there are no mistakes in art. Robert said agreed.
Did Chaz?
Yes, he's found it.
He's found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not the cheapest, Chaz, but I would say they're one of the best. You can get stuff like this. This camera out live
Yeah,
a little
it's
bit.
worked, Scott said.
Good man.
Colin said looks fine.
You can get stuff like this. It's called abstract. This is an acrylic paint. These are metal affected colours. You can get these off of eBay. You get all 5 colours. Now these are quite big bags. They're 120ml bags, and I think these off of eBay were about £30. Unfortunately, you buy cheap, they don't last. They go hard in the tubes. They don't last 5 minutes. They run out. They're really thin, and you end up spending more at the end of the day. So, to me personally, you're better off buying the better quality stuff. I know it's expensive, but like I say, these are 30ml bottles, and you can see how little I used on that. So you don't use a great deal. So they do last, and to be honest, I'd rather use a company that I know is good than buy cheap. But it's your preference. It's totally up to you, sir.
Dad said one more use clear log.
I'll put it on now. There you go. So what we do, I need to dry that. So let me take my professionally made designer splatter box down, and we'll get the air gun on it and dry it off a little bit without scraping it over everything.
Dad wants to know if anyone's ever used oil paint. And Robbo said you can use Joe Sonja as well. You've got some, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got some Joe Sonia here. These are, I think, a starter set of these are about £30 as well. And you get the 6 colours. You get turquoise, green, gold, red, violet and blue. You can see you get the 6 colours, and you also, well, you can have 2 different sizes of flow medium. This is the bigger bottle. Excuse me. So yeah, and I think a starter set works out again about £30. I'm not sure whether that includes shipping or whether it whether there's shipping on top of that. I'm not 100% sure.
Colin's got a question. He wants to know what are the spray bottles on the shelves behind you. Your Hampshire Sheen.
These ones, are these the ones, Colin?
I think so.
These are the Hampshire Sheen Intrinsic Colors. These are dusty. No, they're water based. So these, I really do like these. These are such a concentrated colour. They are really good. The only one I'm really running short of is the black, because obviously you use your black as your base coat and then you sand it off, so you use quite a lot of black compared to the other colours. So yeah, Hampshire Sheen Intrinsic Colors. You can get some sample bottles around about this size if you want to try them to start with, so you can do that. But I bought the set and then I made the unit to stand them in. There's a video for one of how I made the unit if anybody wants to know how to make one. So thank you, Scott, for putting those in.
Dark said, being wood, you'd think oil paint would work well.
Yeah, no, I haven't tried. I've tried acrylics, and I've tried the Hampshire Sheens, but I haven't tried oil paints. Scott, can you add a link for Hampshire Sheen as well, please?
Robbo said chestnut's not available in Australia.
Oh, really? I'm surprised to hear that. Right, so I'll just dry this off a little bit with the heat gun.
Rain's off, the fan I'm still watching.
Okay, take it easy, go. Oh shit, turn that down. Thanks, Wayne, for coming in.
Mike said oil paints would work, but the drying times are much longer.
Yeah, that is the intro. Well, at least acrylic is water based, isn't it? So it dries pretty quick.
Robbo just said oil paints take too long to dry.
Yeah. But you get a harder finish with oil paints.
Hold on.
Oh, you Doug, how you doing? Good to see you. You've missed all the mess.
Scott's just put a link on to Hampshire Sheet.
Yeah.
Good, Steve, and you.
I'm good, thank you, Doug.
9 AM, I think.
Sorry?
9 AM, I think.
Is it really? Day is just starting.
Is it Sunday or
I don't know if this is going to dry enough to get the lacquer over it. Oh, we've got a half hour. We could be okay. Yeah, look. Just for you, Scott.
similar?
I'll just get some lacquer.
Can you see who's on without? I'm not putting it in the input on this channel. Can you see who's on?
No.
Because some people don't look in the chat, do they?
No. So what I'm doing is I'm using just Halford's clear coat lacquer. Who? Robbo. Thanks for coming over, Robbo. nice to see you in the chat. Hope to see you again. Have a great night's sleep.
Yep. Scott put not done this much dad dancing in ages.
So I'm just going to, like I say, give this a coat, a couple of coats of clear coat. I'm not going to get them all on because obviously you're supposed to leave it 20 minutes in between coats and blah 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 blah. But we'll get a few coats over it now and try and flash it off gradually with the heat gun. I don't want to do it too much because I don't want it to blister. But once it's dry, then we can turn out. I don't know if we're going to get a chance to hollow it out today. But if I don't get a chance to finish it, I will finish it either today or tomorrow, later today or tomorrow, and then we will. I'll get some pictures on, and then you guys can see what it looks like. So,
right, Ruben's off. He's got to get started on a project for Friday's premiere.
thank you, Ruben, for coming over. Look forward to seeing it.
And Chaz has asked, can you have some Zeppelin next time?
I'll try. I don't know Zeppelin. Is that heavy metal music, isn't it?
Yes. Well, heavy metal, rock.
Yeah, heavy rock. Them iridescent colours. I've got them iridescent.
Not Bobby Brown, babe.
Not Bobby Brown, no. Those iridescent colours are quite nice. The way when they catch the light, I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, but when they catch the light, it's just got like a little tiny shimmer of pearl in them. They look really nice. Really, really nice. That's right. So again, I'm going to start the extraction up. So there's going to be a little bit of noise, and hopefully it's going to suck all the overspray down the extraction. Just going to gently warm this up. I'm not going to put too much heat on it because I don't want to blister.
Darks, but Zeppelin may have been heavy for its time. Zeppelin might have been heavy for its time, maybe.
The lacquer really brings those colours out. Right, just give it another coat. Don't do it. I really want to try and flush this off enough so I can turn the middle out. That's what I want to do. But I don't know if it's going to be dry enough.
About half hour.
I don't want to overheat it and blister it. So. It's going. So hopefully, if we can get this dry enough, we'll be able to turn the middle out today, and then I can finish it afterwards.
Yeah, no?
I'll get copyrighted now.
You get filmed you.
Hopefully, I'll just give that a couple minutes to cool down. Hopefully that'll be enough. How durable are those acrylics? Well, 9 times out of 10, Chaz, you're going to put something over the top of them, whether it be a lacquer or a wax or anything else like that. So I personally, if I'm doing acrylics or colour like that, I would put a lacquer over it to protect it, because a lacquer is a harder wearing surface than a wax. So that's what I would do personally, but other people may do it differently. But they're usually quite hard. Well, that's like acrylic paint that you use for house painting. It's usually quite tough. Got a fly flying around there.
Because you don't do what? That's a moth.
That's moth, not
Where
fly.
is it?
Flying around my head.
Where's the spring?
That's dry. That's touch dry. As long as I'm gentle, that should be right.
The back one.
So let's turn it out. I think I'm going to turn it out just so we can lose that high piece there. I don't really want on the yellow, not on the red, on the yellow. And I think, is that going to be enough, or should we go a bit more? Should I take it to the edge of the red? I think I'll take it to the edge of the red, to be honest. How cold is that coffee? It was lukewarm, mate. It was lukewarm. It wasn't cold, it was lukewarm.
Chaz put polyurethane.
You can use polyurethane lacquer. That's cellulose lacquer, that one, but you can use acrylic or polyurethane lacquer. Would be they don't really matter. Any lacquer will go over the top.
Steve Ellis said work out from the centre.
Work out from the centre. What, that way? I want to take this edge off here first.
You said work out from the centre.
just a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the scraper, photo scraper. Just to finish that edge off.
Steve Robbins is off to shout.
Sorry?
Steve Robbins is off.
See you, Steve. Thanks for coming in. Have a great day. I think that will do.
Needs a bit of ventilation. We can do that.
So I'm just going to gently sand that without trying to catch the sides. Pardon me.
You didn't want to use your new one.
Sorry?
You don't want to use your new sander.
New sander?
The new one I found you. The CMB one.
I know.
Mike's got to go.
Who has?
Mike.
Thanks for coming in, Mike. Thanks for popping in. Have a great day. Gently wipe that. Oh look, got the
Tommy
dust.
said might be better with a powered sander.
I need to look into that. To be perfectly honest, Tommy, I need to blow all that. What's the matter now?
Oh, yawn. Doug said no yawn, and I said sorry, Doug, but it was funny. You did at the exact moment he started sanding. He said, we all hate sanding.
Yeah, sanding is very boring. So I'm just going to seal that with a bit of sand and sealer.
I quite like the sanding of it.
Yeah.
I did like the smelly bit.
You ain't done enough of it if you like it.
The material, like when you have to use the sand and sealer and all that stinks. Makes my hands smell funny. And he wouldn't let me have gloves.
I'm such a pussy.
I think it's called torture.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, don't sing.
Sorry. I might lacquer that, all of that, rather than wax in the middle of that. I need to blow all the dust out of that joint there in bits. Or do I wax it? No, I think I'll wax it. I don't know, I'm unsure now.
God, you're very indecisive.
I am indecisive. I'll wax it. I'll wax it. I think that'll look better if I wax it. That'll match the bottom then.
You're not being very helpful.
No, they're not being. I reckon they all fell asleep after the big Sunday lunches. Except for Doug, he's just had his breakfast.
You had a breakfast? Your daughter made you?
Yeah, I know, I never said it, did he?
Chaz put he loves sanding.
Hey? Who does?
Chaz put he loves sanding.
Does he?
Like I said, it's a cereal bowl for those who are on a diet.
It's a Weight Watchers bowl. So we'll let that go off. Actually, that's not too bad. I like that. Not bad for a first attempt, I don't think.
I don't think you'll keep it for very long though, if your children see it. Casey will go, oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
I look nice in my room.
Trouble. So, yeah, it's unusual. It's unusual.
Unusual good.
Well, I'm not. I don't know. It's just you don't know if you've done it right, do you? Because doing it for the first time, you're not 100% sure whether you've cracked it or not.
Is it bumpy or smooth?
Well, it's going to be bumpy because obviously the colours are sitting on top of the black, aren't they? But it's not bumpy enough that you'd really, you know, you're going to scratch your finger on it. Not bumpy.
Scott put asleep. I'm only 10 pens into 23.
Sorry?
Scott put asleep. I'm only 10 pens into 23.
So there we go. That is it, guys. I'm not going to give it another coat of lacquer. I'll do that off camera because I can lay it flat, and then where these little where the grain is, you'll lose that with the lacquer then, and so you get a nice smooth finish. Looking for the key, that's what I'm looking for. So there you go. Don't know if that really does it justice. It's quite a cool colour actually. Let me bring it over on this camera here because that's a better camera. So, what do you reckon? I do like it. I'm just not 100%.
I need to touch it. I need to hold it, touch it.
You say that every day, all the time. So yeah, what do you reckon, guys?
Crap. Shit. Yeah, great. No, I'm joking. You've done nothing. Not done anything wrong. What you have is taken on something.
It's not. I must admit, I'm quite happy with the way the effect.
Steve looks great, Steve. Steve really looks really good, and I would not have done anything different.
No, I'm really happy how it looks. I'm just not. If I can get it in the light, right? You can see. You can see the grain still in the wood. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it flat and then lacquer it, and then flood fill the top with lacquer, so I get it nice and smooth, and I'll polish it back to make it nice and shiny. But I like it. I like the colours on it. The iridescent colours are really, really nice. and as soon as you put the lacquer over the top, they sort of pop. This camera doesn't really. I don't know if you can really see, but
There is a lot of glare.
yeah, that's this camera, because these LED lights, they don't help. But you can see that in that light there, you can just see the iridescent colours just got that little shimmer to them, that little pearl shimmer to them. So they're quite a nice colour. And the idea was to just have a go with the iridescents, because I never tried them before. So I'm really happy how it's turned out, and I like the effect. So it's got some nice stringy lines on it, so I'm happy with that. Maybe could have done with a little bit more yellow, but I don't think that's bad. But strange how we've got all the colour that side and not a lot of colour this side. That's a bit strange, but I think that might have been where the amount I put on the wood. But
Dark says looks great. Rubber Dub says
thank you guys.
Thank
you very much.
Great, Steve. And Dad says good.
Thank you. So yeah, that's my first centrifugal fusion, whatever you call it. What's the word? Centrifugal.
Fusion? No.
Centrifusion. Oh no, whatever the word is. Where you splatter the wood everywhere, the paint everywhere. I'm really tongue-tied today. So anyway, messy wood, splattered paint. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming over. And oh, she wants to hold it. Yeah, I want to hold it. So has anybody got any questions for me before we go? Obviously, I don't mind answering any questions that you... Oh, hi, Doug Miller. How are you? And I saw someone else who we didn't say hello to. Where else was... Oh, Wivey. Who's that? Is that Andrew? Wivey?
Yeah.
Hi, Andrew.
Steve Ellis, spinny paint. Look.
Spinny paint, yeah. That's what Doug said. Spinny paint. Spinny arts.
Starburst. I like that.
Hey?
Starburst.
Oh, that's quite a nice sound, actually.
Noise sound.
Who put Starburst? Colin. No, that's what I'm going to name it, Colin. Starburst. That's what I'm going to name it.
And next time we do a live, we'll put your other teeth in.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll have my I'll have my new teeth in.
Spin art. A spinny colour ball.
Super.
Does not say.
So yes, if there's no questions, then guys, then we'll call it.
No, Keith's told you got to do cord pulls next week.
I don't drink, Scott. I'm teetotal, mate. I don't drink. That's the trouble. I wouldn't mind if I did drink.
Warp speed balls.
Yeah, some good names coming in there,
It
guys.
actually looks really good close up, I must say. I'm really impressed with that.
Oh, thank you. She's impressed.
No, I'm not going to say anything. I'd like to see some of the colours still around there, though.
Yeah, but then you get that. Yeah, true. But that's only a small platter, isn't it?
Yeah, it was just you trying it, weren't it?
Yeah, I will do a bigger one. I'm now in the process of. Oh, nearly dropped it then. Doing this one. Exactly the same wood. I've done exactly the same on the bottom. I was going to use this today with the Joe Sonia colours.
Scott put.
So I was going to use this today, but I want to do this as a video project for a few weeks' time. That's why this is. But I've got the ebonized black ready for the colours. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to try have a go at string pull, or whether I'm going to do
String pull.
yeah, or I'm going to have a go at something I'm not 100% sure yet. That's why I sat on the bench. So, but no. Anyway, Chaz, I hope you find your colours you're looking for, mate. Like I say, if you've got any questions, then message me. I'll try and help you where I can. So if you've got any questions, give us a shout.
Steve from Rubber Dove said like pull next week, if not they'll unsubscribing.
Blackmail, that's blackmail. So if there's no questions, then guys, we'll knock it on the head. I'll give it 30 seconds. If there's no questions, then we'll knock it on the head. Because we've got 10 minutes, and then JP from JP Woodworks is live. I'll put Scott. Can you put JP's channel link in the chat, please, mate?
Steve said Joe Sonia and bubble wrap.
You say that, Steve. I did have a go with bubble wrap and just some acrylic paints earlier, and it did look quite impressive. So that is a possibility, but I'm not sure if I need to add the flow medium to the colour if I'm using bubble wrap. I'm not 100% sure. I need to speak to Wayne about that. So that will be a challenge. So yes.
You should part it off and make a top for the last one, Steve.
Who said that?
Dark.
Dark, yeah. I was going to do a pot with that style, with a pot, with this style as a pot, and then drill out the middle and put a finial in the top. But the blank I cut this out of was a lot deeper. That's why I was going to do it. So, but no, I thought 2 hours ain't really long enough to do it. I could have done it over 2 weeks, but I'd like to try and get a project done, finished, and then so we start fresh from next week, really.
I don't think light pulls will take over 2 hours.
So anyway, guys.
Will they, Scott?
Yeah, no. Steve, try on a flat first. Try what on a flat? What was the question? Bubble even?
The bubble wrap one.
Yeah, I tried it on an old piece of paper, to be honest. I did. Yeah, I will try it. But the trouble is with the insignias, not the insignias, the Joe Sonia colours, is that they are all white. As you can see in the bottles, all the colours are white, and they don't actually change the colour until they start to dry. So that might be nice just to put a couple of splodges of different colours. I'll give them a bit of a mix, and then you don't know what you're getting until it starts to dry, which will be really, really good. Yeah. So about 5 minutes. See, even Keith's chipping in
Oh my
there.
God, I could have all of them done then.
Can you all turn Nick? If everybody turns Nick a light pull and message me, I'll send you my address.
Don't be lazy, come on. Gotta take your time
Oh,
on your
Jesus. Right then, guys. Thank you so much for coming over.
Steve, reckon we get 2 done in 2 hours.
Yeah, you might get 2 done. Yes, thank you so much for coming over.
And what for?
Hope you've had. I'm not talking to you. Hope you've had. Hope it's been a bit of laugh and a bit of banter, which is what it's all about. And hope you have the rest of your day. Have a great day. Enjoy your family. And if there's no more questions, then I will head off and get ready or get cleared up, and then get ready for JP.
Don't look at me.
So, well, I'm watching JP.
I'm not clearing up. You're not my dad.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Speak to you soon, and we'll be here again. Hang on, let's just go through the lives. We've got tomorrow dinner time. Wayne the Woodturner, 1 o'clock, and then we've got Andy of BH. We spoke tomorrow night. I believe it's 9 o'clock tomorrow night, and then Nick the Flaming Turner on Tuesday. Rich on Tuesday night. The Beard 16. Wayne, I don't know who's on dinner time Wednesday. Not 100% sure. Oh, it's Scott. I think. Is it Scott? No, I don't know who's on dinner time Wednesday. I don't know. Whoever's. But there's one going every dinner time, and then there's one going every night, and then I'm back on Thursday dinner time, and then again next Sunday. So if I don't speak to you then, I'll speak to you later. So take care, speak to you soon, and bye. See you later, guys. Thanks for coming over.
That's all, folks.